Ramel Anderson, yep. I do not predict this to go all 3 rounds. Nope. I expect this to be over within the first 3 for sure.
So so you'd consider him a striker?
Yes, I consider them both a striker.
Okay.
Ramel likes to use his hands a little bit more, where Jesse is very well rounded. Really enjoys his leg, tying his legs and his feet together, or his hands and feet together.
Okay.
Ramel looks like a boxer, don't he? He looks like a guy that you see in a boxing gym.
So you expect this to be a KO?
I do. I expect to be a finish for sure.
Got you.
You know, both guys are tough. They got cardio for days, but they both want to win, and they both are happy to stay on their feet, which lends itself to some violence.
That's what they want to see.
That's what love it. That's what we all want to see right now.
Yes.
For sure.
And thanks to everybody watching at Stimulus.com. We're here at Rivers Casino in Schenectady for Cage Wars 67. We have been sold out since we announced this show a couple of months ago. And said that, of course, Mike Tyson was going to be here. He's hanging out with us.
When we announced the show, they had already pre-sold 100 tickets before we were off the air that night.
Wow.
Just from the folks at home watching Stimulus.com.
I'm a big fan of Cage Wars, really. I'm a big fan.
Well, we love to have
Me
you,
too.
and we're grateful to have you and Amir here with us tonight. And we're some of your biggest supporters here, champ.
Thank you.
And we're going to be returning the favor.
You see this guy's been cupping.
Oh, the cupping. We're going to be returning the favor and watching you on November 15th versus Jake Paul. I got to ask you, and I don't want to put you on the spot here. Best case scenario, how does the fight play out for Mike Tyson?
Victorious.
Early stoppage?
Victorious. Whatever.
Victorious.
Getting the win.
Winning.
How many rounds is it, Mike?
8.
8 rounds, okay.
Do you feel do you think cardio could be an issue, 6, 7, and 8? Like, is that something that you're looking to get him out there?
Well,
have you thought about
I just fought my last sparring was 6 rounds.
Yep.
I'm sparring 6 rounds. I'm up to 6 rounds now. So in 2 months, I'll be up to 10. I'll be okay.
And Roy Jones Jr. predicts you to win, by the way.
Yeah.
Roy Jones did, yep.
Well, thank you, Roy.
And you had the match
No,
against him 4 years ago.
I'm going to say something, Mike. I love Roy Jones, but you were really being nice to him that night.
100%.
You were being super nice to him,
Definitely.
Mike goes, thank you, Roy.
Roy Jones, one of my favorite boxers of all time.
Nice guy, too.
Nice
Very
guy.
nice
Beautiful person.
Beautiful person, but you were a more beautiful person that night for letting him walk out of the ring.
Hey, listen, we're here to help each other, not really hurt each other.
Yeah, well, I hope you're here to hurt Jake Paul.
This is a different scenario.
Different situation.
2 legends respecting.
It is a different
Somebody's got to
scenario.
put this YouTube kid in his place.
100%.
That is a big responsibility.
Huh?
That's a big responsibility putting Jake Paul in his place. You'll be
Hey.
more.
He's been through this so many times.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm saying that if and when it does happen, I mean, you want to talk about elevating your status even more, if that's even possible.
Well, no, I mean,
you know how many people want to see Jake Paul get his ass
legend,
kicked?
but Mike's going to be the guy to shut down the Jake Paul hype train.
I already know.
All right, Jesse Pastore's in the cage. We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo.
The action continues on the card for Cage Wars 67 with our next championship bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is for the Cage Wars Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday at 204.8 pounds. Representing East Coast Mixed Martial Arts out of Hicksville, New York, Ramel Anderson. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the right corner. He weighed in yesterday at 203 pounds even. Representing Bond Mixed Martial Arts out of Rochester, New York, Jesse, the Gingerbread Man Pastore.
Is he the champ? He's the champ, right? Okay.
Loss was against Georgie, who's a heavyweight.
Okay.
He's undefeated at light heavyweight.
Okay.
And for those at home who don't realize, it's not like boxing. In MMA, heavyweight is 206 to 265.
Yeah, how much of a weight discrepancy is there with these two guys?
Oh, no, they're light heavyweight here, but his only loss was against Georgie, who cuts
Gotcha.
to get to 265.
Because they do not look like they're the same weight. Anderson he's thick.
He's going
Anderson's
right for him
got
immediately.
A heavy right hand.
He's going right to him, though.
Yeah, but don't run into shit.
Exactly.
Oh! Against the cage.
Right to him. Wow.
Sucking that leg in.
Wow.
Great job by Ramel Anderson.
That was pretty ferocious.
And a nice
100%.
And a nice job, too, by Pastore to stay calm, kind of, under fire here, stay a bit relaxed, slowly getting to his feet,
And
which is
Jesse's
good.
got excellent takedown defense. So the fact Ramel was able to pressure him with the strikes to get the takedown shows Ramel's game plan. He's got the neck, but he's also got an arm in, so Ramel's not really in any danger for a choke here, especially when he's got the leg. Trying to transition to side mount. Jesse doing a nice job to get back to the knees.
I mean, he's definitely been controlling the fight so far.
Yeah, he's getting manhandled a little bit in there.
And this is a position we've not seen Jesse in before.
No.
Wow.
But it's a long fight. Guys get tired, and you're expending a lot of energy if you're Anderson.
When you go for takedowns, even if you hit him, it does take quite a bit of energy. But again, he looks no worse for the wear at this point. Jesse got double overs, trying to use that to his advantage. Nice turn. That's another thing Jesse does well.
Oh, God. Wow. Holy moly.
That's a lot of man meat coming out as champ.
Man. Oh, God. I hate that. That doesn't look nice right here.
Clean ground and pound.
The gingerbread man is starting to eat the cookies.
Yeah, the gingerbread man is baking. Let him cook.
Yeah, he's making the cookies.
Let him cook.
Make the cookies, gingerbread man.
He's got to watch back of the head though too.
The gingerbread.
Oh,
that's it! He defends his title.
Wow.
Whoa! Wow! Wow! KO of the night.
Unreal. Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
Well, and if we get a replay, you'll see the punches. Ramel Anderson's head is down on the ground. So as he strikes it, there's no place for his head to go. So it just magnifies the intensity of the strike.
It was extremely violent, wasn't it?
It was.
It was scary.
It made
I
me very
enjoyed it, but it
happy.
was scary. I enjoyed it, but it was
Me
like,
too.
whoa. Holy moly.
The gingerbread man.
He was cooking tonight, folks.
He was.
He made the cookies.
You know, and here's the thing, too. He kept his composure after that, after the initial onslaught of Ramel Anderson.
And I think
But it was exciting, though. He was exciting.
Yes.
It was good to watch.
And I think that Pastore did just enough to allow Anderson to tire out just a little bit in the corner that we talked about.
Here we go. We've got a replay coming
Oh,
up.
this is so
We're going to
painful.
see Anderson pin him to the ground.
No, but look
Start
how painful.
punching.
Watch how painful this gets.
His head's down on the ground. There's nowhere for the
That's
head to
where-
go,
that's
and it's
where
just
it's over.
over and over,
That's
and it's
where it's
over.
Bouncing it. And a great job, too, by the referee.
Because you basically get hit
The
twice. You
referee-
get hit by the fist
The referee
and the
did
mat.
a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Keith Peterson, regular UFC, Bellator
Yeah.
referee, ONE
Yeah.
FC.
Did a hell of a job.
He did. That was a nice job by referee Keith Peterson.
Hell of a job.
Amazing job by champion Jesse Pastore.
You don't get too many referees getting the compliments of getting a hell of a job. That was a hell of a job.
Yes. And again, only the best here at Cage Wars for these competitors. We see people like Big Dan Mergliotta in here, Keith Peterson, Kevin McDonald in here. We've had a lot of those guys in here. Ramel Anderson, good to see him back on his feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falbo for the official
live the
result.
fight.
Let's have a
another
round
day.
of applause for two great fighters and one hell of a championship bout, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Keith Peterson's called a stop to the fight 2 minutes, 6 seconds into round number one. For your winner, by way of knockout, and the new Cage Wars Light Heavyweight Champion, Jesse, the Gingerbread Man Pastore.
You retained the belt. What's going on, brother? What's going on? You retained the belt. You weathered the storm. How do you feel?
I feel good. There wasn't a lot of footage on Ramel. I didn't know what he was going to go for, and I knew he probably hit real fucking hard, so.
You showed a heart of the champion. You weathered the storm, like I said before. What did you see coming into the fight that you knew you were going to take advantage of once the fight initiated?
I knew he was going to come forward, and I wanted to counter-strike. Didn't expect as much grappling, but I was ready for it.
Right.
Things just played out in my way. Could have went either way, so.
Well, congrats, man. Enjoy it.
Let's go. Double champ here, baby. Let's get it.
So basically,
Wanna
Jesse
thank all my
Pastore is saying he
sponsors,
wants to go up for the
everyone who got me
heavyweight
here.
belt.
He wants to go
I
up.
appreciate fucking everything, man. This means everything. I'm sorry you came out for only 2 minutes, but it's time to fucking celebrate. Let's get it.